Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about advice and things you should actually expect when coming into college or university. So I'm actually Daniel Lawson by name, and I attend the University of Jos. I'm a 200 level student. I study electrical electronics engineering, and I actually know I still keep calling myself a 200 level student because I've been in UG since 2018 and we're in 2021 now, so do the maths. I'm supposed to be going to 400 level, but because of strike, COVID, and now crisis, like I've actually been at home because I won't say Jos is a war-torn area, but just little crisis and dispute actually causes like prolonged schooling. So without further ado, let's just go straight into the video. And in today's video I'm going to be telling you guys what to actually expect in college or university. They actually mean the same thing, but what to actually expect. So I know that most of you guys, like most people in UJ, or most people actually aspiring to come to UJ, have actually gotten admission, and they should be resuming hopefully 1st of November if nothing happens, if ASU does not go on strike, if UJ does not catch fire, if they resolve their crisis and everything actually goes normal. Like they should be resuming 1st of November, which I hopefully keep doubting it, but they should be resuming 1st of November. So in this video I'm going to be trying to let you know the things you should actually be expecting, and this video is not mainly for UG students. It actually applies to any university or college in Nigeria or anywhere in the world, but there are some things that's going to be a little bit different, but the idea still actually works probably everywhere, except maybe some private universities which are usually strict and follow the rules straight up. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is come early. Like school is resuming today, come the day that school is resuming, because for a few reasons I'm going to tell you guys some few reasons. So first of all, like you need to actually register. You need to do your registration, you need to choose your bed space, you need to know around the school before classes actually start. So if you don't actually come early, like it will be very difficult to actually start doing your registration, because when you come early, like you're just going to be feeling the crowd. Okay, when I got into college, like okay, everybody was doing registration, I just followed them. Okay, this line is for what? Electrical and electronic students, they're doing registration here, so I'll just go on the line and just follow the crowd and do my registration. But just imagine I actually came like 2 weeks later, like classes would have started by then, and I'll start asking questions on where I would do my registration, where would I do this, where would I do that. So the first thing I'm going to tell you guys, come early. And hostel, so that you're going to be able to choose your hostel space. And in University of Jos, if you don't actually pay your school fees early, you won't get hostel. That is flat. Like if you don't pay school fees early, you don't get hostel, except you actually want to buy hostel, and buying hostel is actually very expensive. So there are actually hostels, like I think there are 5 hostels in University of Jos. We have the Village Hostel, we have the Abuja Hostel, we have the New General Hostel, also called the PG Hostel, we have the Zion Hostel, and we have Naragota Hostel. So there are actually 5 hostels in University of Jos, and to me the best hostel is actually PG Hostel, followed by Village Hostel. That is to me. And PG Hostel is actually nice because you don't actually have to share your bedroom except with your roommates. Like it's just 2 people sharing the bedroom. And PG Hostel actually goes for 80,000 naira, and if you actually decide to get the whole room, it's actually 160,000 naira. So PG Hostel is actually best, followed by Village Hostel too, because actually currently staying in Village Hostel now, because Village Hostel there's actually freedom. Like you're actually free to do any fucking thing you want to do. Like in other hostels there's actually restrictions, like okay, closing time, apart from Abuja Hostel there's closing time, this one time, but in Village Hostel you can actually do anything you want to do. Like basically you can actually do, even in Abuja Hostel itself there's still restrictions, because boys cannot go to girls hostel, girls can actually go to boys hostel, but boys cannot go to girls hostel. But in Village Hostel there is no restriction. That's actually like Village Hostel. But Village Hostel actually need to share toilet with like 36 people, 30. You need to be sharing to like 60 people. Yeah. Because how Village Hostel is actually structured is compounds. So they have compound 1 to 12 for the regular Village Hostel, and for Village PG they have compound A to C. And compound A to C is 2 people per room, while compound 1 to 12 is actually 4 people per room. So you can actually decide to get the 2 rooms, you can decide to get the whole 4 rooms. But normal people actually stay 2 people and 4. So that is that in village hostel, you actually have to share toilets. But I won't advise you to go for Abuja hostel. And why is that? Because Abuja hostel is very dirty, like it smells a lot. So Zion hostel and Nagakota hostel is actually nice. Zion hostel is mainly for girls alone. Boys are not allowed into the hostel, like it's just for girls. Why Nagakota hostel, they have for boys and they are for girls. And Nagakota hostel is actually one person staying in a room. So if you are the kind of person that likes the private life, quiet life, Nagakota hostel is for you. If you're kind of person that actually likes the busy life, village hostel and Abuja hostel is actually meant for you. But I won't advise Abuja hostel at all. So that is that about the hostels. The next thing is dressing. So this is a federal university. You're actually allowed to wear anything your mind can think of to school, apart from short sneakers. Like shorts are not allowed. And let me take University of Jos for example. If you're in permanent site, you can actually wear anything if your department does not actually require a dress code. But if your department requires a dress code, you need to actually stick with their dress code. But if your department does not require a dress code, you can actually basically wear anything to school. But if you're in main camp, the story is actually a little bit different, because even though you can actually technically wear anything, but those security guys at main camp, they are very crazy. So they actually stop you. If your hair snow comes, they stop you. Like if you are wearing clothes that, should I say, they don't like, they stop you and they send you back home. But short sneakers are not allowed. But apart from short sneakers, you can actually wear anything on it. And for ladies, I think if your skirt is too short, you will not be allowed into main camp. But permanent site, nobody actually gives a fuck. So you can actually get into school like that. And apart from dressing, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the classes itself. So in University of Jos, or most universities in Nigeria, or most universities around the world, if you don't have 75% attendance, you are not writing exam. And for 100 level, like, they don't actually take attendance seriously that much. So if you actually attend this class and you don't have up to 75%, you can actually write exams. But if your department is actually very strict, or the lecturer is actually very strict and takes attendance strictly, without 75% attendance, you're not writing exam, and actually lose mark. Yeah, because attendance actually carries 5 marks depending on the lecturer. Some lecturers actually make the attendance 10 marks, but normal lecturers actually make the attendance 5 marks. Why some lecturers don't even care about the attendance? So just know your lecturer and attend classes. So the thing I'm going to talk about next is skipping classes. So there are some classes that you can totally do away with. Like, you don't need to attend the classes, you can just go and read for the class and pass. But attend all the classes first and see which ones you actually need. Yeah, so if you actually say that, okay, this class, I actually need this class, you can actually do away with this class, but you have to go and read for the class. And know the lecturer, because there are some lecturers that actually give impromptu tests and they take attendance very seriously. So if that kind of lecturer is actually teaching that class, and even though the class is useless, you just need to sit down in class. Like me, what I usually do, I just sit down in the back and sleep. And then the attendance comes, I just write my attendance and sneak out of the class and go. And GST, in Unijos, GST is actually a very nice class, but I'd actually attend, like last semester I didn't attend 200 level, took out 200 level, I actually attended GST once. And that is because even my department itself, even though they created space for GST, like they actually fixed class on the day of GST, so we don't actually have time for GST. Like most people don't even know that GST exists. The only time you know about GST is during exams, and just go read for GST. Some people usually read for GST, they read and go and write the exam, and hopefully just pray you pass. Because GST attendance does not count. They actually conduct attendance tests, assignments, stuff like that. GST exams is over 100. So let's actually talk about social life, because that is what most of you are actually thinking about right now. So social life, when you got into college, like University of Jos, here you're going to be welcomed with your matric and welcome special. Like that is the two main things that you should actually attend. The rest at your own detriment. All those parties lies at your own detriment. But officially, welcome special and matric. Like mostly matric is actually done to welcome the new students, give them the matriculation gown and their matric number. And welcome special is mostly done by the Department of Faculty to actually welcome you into their Department of Faculty and give you orientation on stuff like that. So you should be attending those two stuff. But if you're a kind of party person, you can actually decide to attend all the whole party in the world, and that will be at your detriment. And I'll actually advise you, keep everything out into the minimum. Try and boost your CGPA and your GP, and try to get a hand of your studies before you actually start partying or doing other things. And if you want to party, do it in little bits, because too much of everything is actually bad, and all work and no play actually makes Jack a dull boy. So actually make sure you actually, make sure you actually get hold of what you want to do. Like, set your focus right, set your priorities right, set what you want to do right, and just do what you want to do. Because you are actually free. That is one thing you should know. You are totally free to do anything you want to do. So what I've lost count of what I was counting, but I think the next thing I'm going to be talking about is food. And most universities in Nigeria are actually allowed to cook, while most private universities you will not be allowed to cook. There will be provision of cafeteria, but in University, if you come to University of Jos, you can cook anything you like, because you actually have two options of either staying in the hostel or staying off camp. So if you actually stay in the hostel, you can actually cook, you can buy food, you can do anything you want to do, and food is not going to be a problem, except you're actually broke. Then food is going to be a problem. But if you're not broke, food is not going to be a problem, because you can actually cook. Cooking is allowed. But now they're actually trying to kick against hot plate, because the new VC is trying to kick against hot plate. But if you actually have your gas cooker, you can actually pick your gas cooker, your kettle, your fry pan, everything you can use to cook, and turn your hostel into a restaurant and start cooking. So which other thing again? Am I forgetting? Okay, classes, yeah. So normal classes actually starts from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Like, that is school hours, and we actually have classes on Saturday. Yep. But that's depending on the lecturer. Officially, no classes on Saturday, but some lecturers actually decide. I'll not say official, because we actually have exams too on Saturday. So we actually have classes Monday till Saturday. Why some lecturers who are crazy enough actually fix classes Sunday afternoon. So throughout the week you'll be very, very busy. So that is, and CA is actually 40 marks and the exams is 60 marks. So always try and do your assignments, take seriously your test, like take your test seriously, like take attendance seriously, take all those stuffs seriously. And exam, try and read hard and very hard for your exams, because if you actually got cheating, yeah. And about leaving the school, most federal university school anytime you want to leave the school. And my school is no exception, because you can actually leave the school any taking permission. But in most private universities, that is not the case. So I think this video is going to become to an end now, because next I'm going to be putting it in, because this video is actually getting too long. And I think part 2 for this video. The stuff I remember, I'm going to tell you in the next video. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe button and hit that bell icon. Bye.